Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today we're analyzing together the 5 rounds from the Rapid tournament which I played in Biel, and they were 5 rounds. It was above 1800 rating, and yeah, let's see what I did. So first game I played with the black pieces. I had a Alapin opening. Like this is all well-known theory, that's why I won't lose too much time in details for that. Rook b1 was already a bit inaccuracy. He gives some pressure on b7 that I can't put my bishop here, but I can play knight a5, which I wanted to play anyway for protecting and for jumping on c4. Then he exchanged a few pieces, and yeah, after here I have already quite a comfortable position. You can see it here by the evaluation bar a bit. So I played rook c8, bishop d2, captured, king d7, rook b1, bishop e7, and now here he made a mistake because the bishop was always defending this pawn here, and with bishop g5 he just will lose this pawn. So I traded, then I played f6, knight f7, then I played rook, capture, and now I'm a pawn up, and this knight, it really looks strong, but on the other hand he doesn't have any single square. And my knight, on the other hand, he can always jump there, and yeah, it's just a healthy extra pawn. g3, capture, now rook c2 gives a double attack on a1 and c1. He tried to defend it, but here we have a nice small tactic. We can just capture with the rook. The king can't capture here. And if this rook captures our rook, we can recapture in just one pawn. So now you're 2 pawns up. He tries for counterplay, which is correct. I just grabbing some more pawns, and yeah, this here was also inaccuracy, and that, yeah, just won the game. We see here this was a mistake because this knight is just terrible placed, and I can just run with my pawns toward the end of the board. That's why in this position he resigned, because after king d3 there's no way to stop this pawn. So I started quite good with a win in the first round. Then second round I had white. We had a Sicilian opening in the Night-Off variation. And here I played rook g1, which is a bit special and not really common. He played queen a5, which was a bit strange, but my opponent just told me, yeah, he wanted to avoid a bit theory. So I went back with the knight, queen c7, g4. It's the idea of this opening to play g5 and afterwards knight d5. He stops it with e6, bishop f4, just developing pieces. g5, his knight has to retreat. Queen d2, his knight comes back to the game. Rook g3. Here the threat is this royal fork, and even if we would castle, he can still play this move for a fork. That's why rook g3 was the best move. Knight to g6, he wanted to trade it for the bishop, but the main problem here in black's position is that his king is still in the middle. And we will see later in the game that will be a disaster for him. So bishop e3, b5, f4, attacking in the center. Knight a5, queen f2. I prepared, if he plays this I can capture. And here if I would have to retreat with the knight, it wouldn't be that good for me. But I have a wonderful Zwischenzug, which is bishop b6. Bishop b6 attacks the queen, and afterwards the knight can go to the attack on a5. So queen d7, knight a5, rook b8. Now I'm winning this important pawn, and his development still stucks a bit. Queen c6, b3, protecting the knight. Bishop e7, bishop a7, and then go back to attack g7. He plays d5 for some counterplay, but here I can play knight b6, and yeah, in case he would go here, this pawn is too many times attacked from my side. That's why he decided to sacrifice the exchange. And yeah, here it's quite straightforward. Bishop f4 for attacking here. I'm blocking it with the knight on e2 to play rook c3 a bit later, and yeah, to consolidate my position. Bishop a3 that I'm not able to castle. Rook d1, and then yeah, we played a couple of more moves. Queen a7, he stops the checkmate. Here I just missed the easy win with rook c3, because if he would play that, I have simply a wonderful checkmate at the end. But unfortunately I missed that. I played instead queen b8 and made my life a bit tougher. Like in this position I played queen b8. Then I just traded off everything. And here I run into a mistake, because I played knight d4 and I underestimated the bishop attack on the rook. And after knight to d4, he could just capture e5. So both rooks are under attack, and I was really, head shaking at this moment, because I realized what I have done. So I just knew, okay, I can capture there. He will win my rook. I could capture the pawn. And after king d7, I could play f5. And now he has a bishop, and I have 3 pawns for that. But his bishop can't really escape from there. He played bishop g4, which was a mistake, because I played king g3. And then the final mistake was bishop d1, and then I have this double attack which wins the game. So it was really a masterpiece until queen b8. It was really a wonderful game and a masterpiece from my side. So with 2 out of 2, I started the third game, and that was again Sicilian opening. I played with the black pieces here. And yeah, we just had a Sicilian opening. And the crucial moment was deciding here for knight to d4. Knight captures, pawn captures. Now it's a passed pawn, but it's also kind of weak. So I just hold on this pawn. Bishop g4, trying to exchange his 2 pieces. He played f3, and the idea of provoking f3 was this diagonal, that in some lines you can push the pawn and it's a X-ray check, like discover check. So bishop there. Now the threat is to go here. Like let's say if he would make any nonsense move, like this move, we could play bishop b5, and where the queen goes, we can give a discovery check and win a piece. That's why he had to stop it. He stopped it with a4. Then I played a6. You will see why. Rook d1 was mistake from his side. You can feel free to pause the video if you want to find the tactic by yourself. It was knight captures d5. Why is it working? Same principle like before. If he would capture here, I can play bishop f5. He has to go somewhere with his queen, and then I can just push the pawn and have a complete better position. Material would be equal after that, but my rooks are much better and faster in the game than his pieces. And the reason why I played first a6 was if I would capture here, he could recapture, and after bishop f5 he could play queen b5 for exchanging the queens. That's why I prepared it with a6. And here he made the best move, bishop d2, knight b4, so I exchanged here some stuff. If he would capture here, I can just continuing capturing, so at the end I will be one pawn up. Played b3, activating my pieces. d5 for bringing this bishop in the game. And here, exchanging everything. I knew that I would lose this pawn on a6, but fortunately I calculated it well enough. I played queen d2, his knight is under attack, and my passed pawn will just push. After king f1, d3, knight g3, here was checkmate. And if he would have played something like that, I could just give a check and a checkmate actually. So that was also a wonderful game from my side. Then I had 3 of 3, that was already really awesome. So I started in the 4th round. I wanted to play a bit hippopotamus, but it turned out to be a King's Indian, like after e5. And here I just got into a much worse position after the opening. He just attacked on king's side, but then he made it completely correct. He just closed everything, because in King's Indian, when you're stuck here, white just has a free push. That's why I would just go forward a few moves to the crucial moment, which was here. He was a bit too impatient and played c5. And here I could pack out some defense skills with capturing here. Queen a5, rook b1, king g7. Rook b7 was an inaccuracy because I just play rook d8 and it's quite good. Queen e1, capture there. Bishop d2, queen a6, attacking the rook. Queen b1 was mistake because I could have trapped in several moves with knight b6 the rook. However, I just decided for knight d6 for the idea blocking the passed pawn and attacking his rook. So retreated, I pushed my pawn, pushed second pawn, and then here my idea was to bring this bishop alive here, because this bishop does really nothing. That's why I played rook c8, knight g8, bishop d8, and then finally bishop there, and bishop b4. So I made a lot of bishop moves, but I just wanted to activate this piece because it was the only piece that was not playing. And then, as you can see, he had some time pressure already and he just captured. I recaptured, and afterwards I just tried to exchange as much as possible. Here, important that we have queen f6, because after f6, white would win a piece. So queen f6, capture, capture. He attacks the knight. I captured there. King attacks the knight. I retreated. His knight is still under attack, and yeah, here I'm just a rook up. So we just played a couple of more moves. And here, with a fork at the end, he resigned, which made me the sole tournament leader with 4 out of 4, which was really incredible. And then before the last round, I knew since second and third place had 3 points, with a draw I would win the tournament. And yeah, this chance I just took. Like the last game, I asked the opponent if he wanted a draw. He decided, yeah, we'll see. And after third move, he still offered a draw. So the game was like that. Then he offered a draw. Objectively, I shouldn't have accepted because this move is just terrible. I can just play this, and then we have a French opening with a terrible knight and an awesome position for me. But I wanted to secure my win. And the end result was this here. So as you could see, I won the first 4 games, then made a draw at the end, which made me to the tournament winner with a performance of almost a FIDE master and winning almost 30 points. Like that was the end. So I won a tournament after more than 10 years. So I was really excited about it. And yeah, hope it will give me strength for future success. And it also will inspire you guys to always continue with studying for your own goals. And with these wise words, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Take care and see you soon.